We're keen on small cap, but funnily enough, if you think that rates are going up, generally you don't buy small cap because you think of small cap as growth companies that are borrowing to invest, so their borrowing costs go up. But actually, in Japan, I suppose one could categorize as what you were calling maybe zombie companies and growth companies. And firstly, small cap as a sector has been the worst segment of the market, but actually, funnily enough, the zombie companies, which are quite often actually heavily net cash but trading well below book, they've done quite well because it's been a value market. But the growth companies, which previously were quite highly priced, their valuations have contracted dramatically over the last few years. So if there's going to be a sort of if there's one area that potentially is attractive over the next 3 to 5 years, it's these small growth companies where the valuations have contracted a lot.
So, okay, I mean, the valuations, right? If you go by PB, a lot of these names on average are well below 1, right? Probably 0.7 or 0.8.
Yeah.
So there's a headroom there. I see that, right? How much of the positive view on small caps benefiting as BOJ normalizes is on the view that there's going to be M&A? Right, this is going to force consolidation, including some of these zombie companies.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the most popular sort of small cap stocks in Japan that listed a few years ago was this M&A research, which are M&A consultants, the sort of part of the story of Japan is you've got this a lot of aging founders who don't have a successor, who have a small business, and they want to get out and sell, and you've got a lot of companies with a lot of cash who maybe want to buy. So these M&A consultants, they're actually in quite a sort of rich marketplace. The problem is they've actually sort of proliferated over the last few years. So there used to be this sort of one big one that a lot of foreign investors bought called Nihon M&A. Yeah. They had a bit of a scandal. The shares went down a lot, but then we've got this sort of new one that came out a couple of years ago that is using a lot of big data and AI, and that's been incredibly popular.
What do you find